Love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, and you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you, Kenny.
Love you, Sharon. So Sharon created the Florida Love Show song, the theme song. She's amazing. She has gift of song, and of course she's with me today. She's going to be singing a bunch more songs later on in the show. I am so excited for this show today. So first thing, it's Black History Month. And not only Black History Month, it's also National Heart Month. And today, again, God is love, spreading love. Today is Wear Red Day for National Heart Month. So everybody's supposed to wear red today. So it's no accident that God is spreading love and we are all wearing red on the Florida Love Show today with all the roses and all the love for National Heart Day and to love for Black History Month. So I just want to share. So, you know, love is the absence of judgment. Love is the absence of criticism. It's the absence of gossip. It's the absence of anger, the absence of resentment, the absence of hatred. I mean, love is love. And I say I love you to everybody. And today, I was going to pick up Sharon today. I love you, Kelly. Love you, love you, love you. Please, write in all your comments. I see all your comments. Love you, love you, love you, Kelly. Kelly's always spreading love everywhere. All the lovers, welcome all you lovers out there to the Florida Love Show. It's Florida Love Friday. So I love everybody. So I go to Publix today. I get all the roses. I say I love you to everybody. They say I love you back. Love is simple. It's freedom. If you want to be free, just say I love you to everybody. So I'm picking up Sharon today. Sharon, Sharon and I, we have been through 60 shows together. And I get to her guard. And her guard, her name was actually Tanzania. And I said, Tanzania, I love you. And I go, how many people tell you they love you as a guard? She says, nobody. She says, you're the first one ever. So I go to the back, I go to my trunk of my car, I get out a rose, and I give it to Tanzania, and I say, Tanzania, happy Valentine's Day. I love you. She reaches out to me. She's African American. Again, I don't like to label, but she reaches out to me and she just hugs me. So this is a guard in a community. I say I love you. I give her a rose. She reaches out. She hugs me. And it was like she didn't want to let go. And matter of fact, she told me I smelled real good, which was a nice compliment also. But I told her how much I loved her. Like, it was beautiful. That made my day. That's priceless. That's what love is all about. And this show is dedicated to loving everyone for Valentine's Day. Now, for me, every day is Valentine's Day. I mean, February 14th is our official Valentine's Day, but every day is Valentine's Day. And I hope all you lovers out there have started shopping for all those loved ones in your life for Valentine's Day. I have been spending thousands of dollars on jewelry and roses and flowers and whatever I see, because I'm just giving it all away. And I have a big Roses for Change coming up on Valentine's Day, which I'm going to post on our Roses for Change group. It's going to be at the church, the Grace Community Church in Lauderhill. So I will post all that. I'll post the address. And I love you, Jennifer Love. Thank you. I'm so excited for this Roses for Change there. And then I'm going to be actually doing another Roses for Change later in the day down on Broward Boulevard at a bus stop that I was invited to by another nonprofit. So again, love is spreading all over the world. So at Florida Love, I'm Kenny Love. I'm the founder and creator of Florida Love. This is my dream. I mean, I'm the luckiest guy in the whole world. I get to love everybody. That's my dream. And it's priceless. So today we're celebrating again Black History Month, National Heart Month. I have incredible guests on the show. I'm so excited. So I want to play the news from a few months back because I want to just show everybody. I love you, Trutron. Love you, love you, love you. I just want to play the news so everybody finds out how Roses for Change came about.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lerman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said I love you back. and they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself, and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smelling Sweet, CBS 4 News.
Smelling sweet. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Love you, Lisa Petrillo. So for Black History Month, I'm going to celebrate Black History Month. I saw a video that I just thought was extraordinary. So it's, again, just to love, love, love. So please play that video.
I'm telling y'all already.
But just like life. All right.
Air Jordan ready to take off.
Can I get an amen?
And welcome to the very first National Oprah Winfrey Show!
So Google put out the most searched African Americans, African American heroes, movements, inspiring athletes, figures. I saw that, I was so moved. So, and again, I'm going to keep loving for Black History Month by giving out roses to every African American I see and love them and say I love you. And so it's also National Heart Month, and today is the day to wear red for National Heart Month. It's always the first Friday of February. Love you, Jeff. Jeff Weinstein, love you, love you, love you. So Jeff Weinstein's been spreading love all over. Jeff Weinstein, who's watching the show, he introduced me to Judi Love, who's going to be on shortly. I love you, love you, love you, Jeff. So for National Heart Month, they had a Wear Red fashion show. So please play the Wear Red fashion show.
Tonight is celebrating women. I want people to understand that heart health is incredibly important.
Hi,
I'm Nancy Brown, CEO of the American Heart Association, here with Miss America, Camille Schreier. The American Heart Association and Miss America have a great relationship through Go Red for Women. What does that mean to you, and what does tonight mean to you?
I'm someone, especially in a healthcare profession, who's able to see how education and preventative care can help to really aid this issue nationwide for women and for men. And it affects women in a way that we don't necessarily understand, that it kills more women than cancer does.
You are so highly regarded by so many people, but you've had your own situation with heart disease.
Are you better now?
Yeah.
So better.
And you've got a beautiful scar to show it, right? Look at you. All right.
But we know that when women come together demanding change, change can happen.
It's important for the public. It's also important for our research community to know that there's a lot left to be done in understanding heart disease in women and what we can do to prevent it.
Amazing. So Go Red for Women. Everybody wear red this month for the American Heart Association and National Heart Month. So I'm going to play an informative video as well that came out in 2017 about the American Heart Association and again to love National Heart Month. So please play that video.
February is National Heart Month. It is the month when the American Heart Association shines a bright light on the issue of heart disease, which is the #1 killer around the world of both men and women.
We symbolize the beginning of February American Heart Month with Wear Red Day, a day that throughout the country we urge all women and all men to wear red in support of helping to increase knowledge that women's greatest health threat is heart disease.
Tomorrow we expect our campus, UT Southwestern, to be a sea of red with people stepping up to voice their support and their commitment to fighting heart disease.
We know that ultimately the answer will lie in a cure that can come to us through scientific discovery and exchange of scientific ideas.
UT Southwestern is exceptionally honored to partner with the American Heart Association. We have robust programs of investigation, and in fact, we are the #1 recipient of American Heart Association funding to support the investigation that we have on campus.
Heart disease claims more lives of women in this country than the next 3 causes of death combined. And so women need to make sure that they're fully aware of their heart health risk.
Join us tomorrow and throughout the month of February as we partner together in our fight against heart disease.
It starts, first of all, by wearing red on Friday, February 3rd to symbolize your support for women everywhere. Secondly, make sure that you take time to talk with your doctor about your own heart risk. And third, please engage others in the cause. It is through our partnership with individuals, with great organizations like UT Southwestern, and with the entire Dallas community that we will save more women's lives from this dreadful disease.
Go Red for Women. Support the National Heart Month and the American Heart Association, and it's the #1 killer for women above the top 3 killers. So please support the American Heart Association for National Heart Month. Wear red. Love everybody. And so I want to share about the groups we have at Florida Love. So we have Love Will Keep Us Together with almost 3,000 people. We have Florida Love Networking and Dating, where people can go on and share who the love of their life is, any way they want to spread love. We have Love Circle, where we're going to meet in person once this pandemic we're able to. And we also have Love Songs. Now, Love Songs is very special to me. Love Songs, in the past month, thousands and thousands and thousands of people from all over the world have joined Love Songs. There's almost 7,000 people on it in the past month. So I decided I'm going to have a special segment every week where I'm going to play one person who posted on there, who is an unknown, but he's from or she's from another part of the world. Because wherever we are in the world, everybody wants to love and be loved. So love is spreading. So I would actually, please join Love Songs if you want to. Please. It's really, really amazing. So I want to play, there's a guy from Israel, and every time someone posts, I look at it. And since we're doing a show that's going to have to do with Israel today, and I love Israel, again, being Jewish, I'm so proud to be Jewish, and I'm so proud of Israel and what it stands for, because Israel stands for love and peace, and it really stands for love. And I've been there. So his name is the Shaked Z. And Sharon, what did you tell me Shaked meant?
It's an almond.
A Shaked means an almond. An almond. So I saw this song, and again, every week I'm going to have an unknown sing for us. So please play the Shaked Z video.
You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me again. Like a night in the forest, like a mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
I love you. That's the Shaked Z. If you want to follow him on YouTube, the Shaked Z, and he sings all love songs. Beautiful. So I'm going to have Sharon on right now to share about a miracle that happened on the Florida Love Show as love spreads. Hi, Sharon. I love you, love you, love you.
Hi, Kenny. Love you, love everyone. Always a pleasure to be here. And Shaked, wherever you are, thank you for that beautiful and calming song about love and for posting that beautiful video. So Kenny and I started this show 60 shows around, right?
Yep.
And my daughter and I were on that first show. And after that first show, Talia was inspired to start her YouTube channel, and then she became the host of The Laws of Amazing Kids. And through The Laws of Amazing Kids, she met her current boyfriend. And here we are, 5 months later, and getting close to Valentine's Day. And this week was very, very special, and we asked Talia's permission to share. So we do have her permission. And basically, it was the first time that he told her that he loved her. And she was so happy she cried. She was just so sweet. And And then she wanted to figure out a very creative way on how to say it back. You know, she didn't want to just say it back. She wanted something creative. So 7 o'clock in the morning, she comes into my room and she knocks on the door and she goes, I got it. And I'm like, what? She's like, I am going to send him a line of this beautiful song, every hour on the hour, one line, until it hits the chorus. And I said to her, which song? And then she told me it was Frankie Valli's song, You're Just Too Good to Be True, because the chorus, here goes the chorus. I love you, baby, and it's quite alright. I need you, baby, to keep me warm at night. I love you, baby, trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't break me down. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, let me love you, baby, let me love you. And what was so beautiful is she started with the first few lines, which, you're just too good to be true, can't take my eyes off of you. And he writes her back, oh, like not knowing that it was lyrics, but she still meant it, right? And then you're from heaven above, blah, blah, blah. So finally she saw he wasn't getting it, and then he had to go to school. So the next day she says to him, did you get what I was doing? And he's like, what was there to get? And she said, well, it's lyrics from a song. So he looked it up and he sure got it. And then they actually said it verbally, because you know this generation texts. That's their way of talking. Thank God they do FaceTime every night. You know, so he got to say it in person. It was just the cutest thing. And love spreads, and you know, she started, you know, coming out of her shell on this show. So I'm super proud of her and so happy for the both of them. The world needs more love, sweet love.
And Talia's how old?
15.
Yeah.
Yes, and she can teach the adults how to be. So that's really awesome.
Yeah. So like a high school, she met her high school
school
sweetheart,
sweetheart.
possibly the love of her life, and
That's right.
you know, and the other thing we were talking about is life is short. Like I always say, I could pass in a second.
That's right.
So we gotta love fully while we're here. And Talia and her boyfriend did that.
Yeah. So sweet, so cute. And you know, in this time of COVID, it's so hard to find the love of your life. Stay 6 feet away, don't come, don't get together. I couldn't be happier for the two of them to have found that. So.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They are adorable. And so for Valentine's Day, again, the show's about loving everyone on Valentine's Day. And here at Florida Love, we have Florida Love Dating and Networking. So please join that. People post who is the love of their life. They actually post the description of who is the love of their life. And I'm seeing people meeting. Like, it's incredible. So love is spreading. Love goes outward. So I want to introduce my first guest. I am so honored to have her on the show today. So just a little bit about how God is love and love spreads. So last week, I had Don on the show, Don Love, and he did his impressions, and I had met him at Zuccarello's after the show. And again, love just spreads. So Don says to me, he says, Kenny, you got to reach out to Sharon. She is the best impressionist ever. Another Sharon. So right now we have Sharon number 1 and Sharon number 2. Hi, Sharon number 2. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
I love you, Sharon. Love.
Oh, love you back.
I love you, love you, love you. So Don said, reach out to Sharon. This is how love spreads. Love spreads, I call it like love fire. I call it loving it forward. And it's so amazing because I have had this whole week to get to know this beautiful, incredible, special woman, talented. And so I'm so honored to have you on the show today, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Kenny. And you know, normally when I do a show of impressions, I'm changing wigs and tops and boas, etc. But we have time constraints, so I'm just going to go for it and let it flow. And you know, I wrote that poem for you in the vein of Joan Rivers, or a more gentle one. Should I go for it with the Joan Rivers?
Go for it with the Joan Rivers.
Okay, can we talk here, everybody? Dedicated to you, Kenny. Can we talk here? Kenny gives out love. Now won't you tell me, what's the catch? He's not asking for money. He must have his own stash. Now tell me, why would someone want to love us all for free? Oh, please, some people really suck. I don't mean you and me. He's giving out free roses to folks he doesn't know. And maybe one who gets that rose is really quite a schmo. But Kenny wants to love us all, because that's how it should be. At least in Kenny's eyes, because he says love will make you free. It's quite a crazy concept, but for him, it seems to work. Even if some guy he loves is really quite a jerk. Oh, but Kenny likes to quell the bad by handing out a rose to show you're loved no matter what. That's how his story goes. So if you see a handsome guy who's wearing a nice red suit, it's Kenny Love I'm speaking of, and he ain't offering loot. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Those words are sweet as honey, but I still have to do my show so I can make some money. Oh, please, you don't know. Could we talk here? Hello. Perfect. Thank you. I'm Jung Rivers, and it is so nice to be here. Do you like what I'm wearing in red tonight? The outfit is by Oscar de la Yenta. And the body is by Oscar Mayer. It's so hard to be a woman, Kenny. You have no idea. But I have to tell you, I don't mind talking about the things I've done to look good. Like, for instance, I've had a facelift and pulled too tight. Every time I cross my legs, my mouth snaps open. And I've had Botox. How many here have had Botox? Oh, sure, I'm the only one. Okay. Well, you know what? There's a woman in New York City. Her name is Dr. Pat Wexler, and she does everybody's Botox who's important in New York. And it happened to be her birthday, and her office was packed. And everybody there just pretended they were friends of Pat's. Nobody wanted to admit they had anything done. So now the birthday cake comes out, and Pat says, "Everybody, sing!" And we all sang, "Ha, hey, ha, hey, ho, ho. Ha, hey, ha, hey, ho, ho." She said, "Blow out the candles." We couldn't. Because it's all about looks. It is all about looks. You know who I think is good looking? I think the royal family really got some good-looking people. I love Meghan and Harry and their little boy, Archie, and Prince William and his wife, Kate, and those 3 adorable kids. Oh, my gosh. The rest of the family, a bunch of dogs. A bunch of dogs. Go out in the street and call their names, Queenie, Duke, and Prince. See what shows up. A bunch of dogs. And I met Princess Anne. Have you ever met Princess Anne? Oh, certain women, when they have a little money, they talk really fancy, like they have potatoes in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like fa, 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 fa. So I was introduced to her one night in London. Joan, Princess Anne Joan. I said, "How do you do?" She said, "Fa, fa." I said, "What'd she say?" "Fa, fa, 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 fa." I said, "This chick is putting me on, fa, 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 fa." So as a joke, I said to her, "Well, fa, 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 fa." She invited me for the weekend. But it's all about looks, and I want to talk about somebody else who's always looking good, and she wears a lot of red, too. She had a show called The Nanny, and her name is Fran Drescher. Now, Fran, tell me, how do you look so good?
Well, I want to tell you, something? It's so funny that you're asking, because I've been at the gym a lot. And lately, there's been this guy watching me work out on the machines. He's an elderly guy. He's not in the best of shape. So, he came over to me and he said, "Fran, what would a sweet young thing like you, what machine here would impress you?" So I looked at him and I said, "The ATM in the lobby." Oh, Fran, you're right. You go for the bucks. Next we have Sharon Osbourne. Sharon, what's new with you?
Well, Joan, I have to tell you that recently, because of social distancing, we've been eating outdoors at these restaurants. And the other night, there was this gentleman sitting at a table away from us with 6 kids all around him. Well, I just had to ask him, "Are all those children yours?" He said, "Oh, no, Miss Osbourne. I work for a condom company,
These are all customer complaints. And the next lady I'm going to talk to, can we talk here? Oh, you know, this is a legendary actress, and her name is Katharine Hepburn. Katharine, what do you have to say for yourself, darling?
Joan, I've got nothing to say to you. You've got a great big chip on your shoulder. All you do is gossip, gossip, gossip. Aren't you tired of it all, darling? Bore, bore, bore.
Katharine, I've got one thing to say to you. Pick a finger. Ah! Next we have Edith Bunker. Edith, what do you have to say?
Oh, my! It's been so long since Mike and Gloria and little Joey moved away. You know, I'm volunteering down at the retirement home. It's called the Sunshine Retirement Home. And you know, there was a little old lady yesterday running up and down the hallway, yelling out, "Super sex!" flipping up the nightgown, "Super sex!" Well, she came up to old Mr. Cunningham sitting in his wheelchair and said, "Super sex!" Mr. Cunningham just sat there and said, "I'll take the soup." Oh, my. And next we have
Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Oh, can we talk here, Dr. Ruth? What do you think?
Oh, John, I'm so happy to talk to you. I just wrote a brand new book about sex over 60. It's called Condoms in the Condominiums, all right? I like that.
Oh, Dr. Ruth, you make a hit every time. We love you. And next we have Carol Channing. Carol, hello, dolly.
Oh, Joan, it's so nice to be here with you. You know I've always loved you. And you know, Joan, I know Dr. Ruth would agree that it's never too late for love because I've got a 92-year-old boyfriend. His name is Albert. And I took him shopping for underwear the other day. And he said, "Carol, should I wear boxers or briefs?" I said, "Depends." You see? Next, we have, let's see. Oh, I know Mary Tyler Moore is coming. Here she goes. "Oh, Rob! Oh, Rhoda! Oh, Mr. Grant! Why are they talking about this?"
Can we talk here? Mary, why don't you grow up? Ah, you know, I think we have Barbara Streisand here. Barbara! Oh, Barbara, what do you have to say?
Well, I have to tell you that I'm a little verklempt right now. I have to admit I spent more than a few sleepless nights wondering what I could possibly say to you here tonight. But, you know, I love my husband, James Brolin, so much that I just have to say, oh, my man, I love him so, he'll never know. Oh, my life is just despair, but I don't care. When he takes me in his arms, the world is bright, oh, right. I'm a little nervous, I'm a little verklempt, but that's about it. So what do you think, Joan?
Ah, can we talk here? I think you're fabulous and you're so lucky because the men I'm dating, Barbara, oh, they're so old. The other night I had a date. We were making out. The guy gave me a hickey in my neck. He left his teeth there. Ah! I put my tongue in his ear. I was electrocuted. Ah! What a nice audience you are. What a pleasure to play for you. Thank you. Oh! Kenny, back to you.
I love you, Sharon. Oh my God, I'm crying. Woo! Condoms in the condominium.
I wrote that.
That's awesome.
So what I love about the show is not just the incredible talent that Sharon has as an impressionist. We got to know each other, and I got to find out that her brother had been killed in the Israeli army in 1982 in the Lebanon War. And so what was that like for you?
Well, it was a horrible shock, and I worried about my parents. Now, we're 4 girls and a boy, and we all adored him. And he always kept in touch with us. We got letters from him, but we didn't get letters lately. And he didn't tell us that he was in the war, that he got called in. So one night I broke out into hives all over my body, and for no reason at all. And it turned out the next day, my mother called me, and her friend, she put a friend on the phone because she couldn't tell me in her own words. So her friend said, "Sharon, I got very bad news for you. Your brother has been killed in the war." I went into total shock. My husband was on call waiting, and I told him, "Daniel's gone. He was killed," and it just didn't register. And we had just moved to Florida in the last week. It was so painful. I have to tell you that I wasn't myself for a full year. I had to get my kids settled in school, and it was just a heartbreak. And I it's still that way, but I believe that his soul is around me, and if he had to die, it would have been for Israel, because he believed so strongly in it and he wanted to defend the land. So he died with honor. I can read a poem that I wrote if you'd like.
Sure.
All right, excuse me. Let me get that because I didn't have it. Daniel, my brother, you were out on a mission, but you left us so quickly without our permission. How our hearts hurt so badly when your precious life ended. The wounds are so deep that they've never quite mended. Dear brother of mine, could it be that you knew you'd never be old when your lifetime was through? Defending the land of Israel, your goal. I feel you around me. It must be your soul. You never were fearful from your days as a child. To the top of our tree you would climb. It was wild. You could fix a TV at the young age of 9. Your know-how was genius, and that was a sign. Your jewelry shop would no doubt have been great to hire injured veterans, but now it's too late. You faced the fire and others survived. They'll forever be grateful to you. They're alive. Dear brother of mine, you live on in my heart, in my mind and my soul. We are never apart. Your loving sister, Sharon. And I always feel him with me. I do. And he has so many friends, and so many of the soldiers that were in the platoon and that knew him come to his yard site, his memorial, every year, except for this year because of the pandemic. But in Har Herzl, or Mount Herzl, that's the military cemetery, is where he's buried. And they gather once a year and pay their respects.
Yeah. So I love Daniel so much. He's an angel right here on my shoulder, and I love you so much, Sharon. So I just really want to love you and Daniel today, and I want to play the slideshow that we created to show everybody what an amazing, handsome, incredible. I think he looks like Tom Selleck. He's incredible. Just so please play the slideshow of Daniel. for you to see that, Sharon?
Oh, it brings back so many memories. You know, he built a glider that actually flew. How he did it, you know, he just had that kind of know-how. You know, it hurts. I was his big sister, and I remember him well. And he hated going to the barber shop, but if I would take him and walk with him, he loved going, just to have my company. So he was a wonderful brother. The one thing I regret is that I didn't get to be with him in Israel. And he said to me, Sharon, when are you coming to Israel? And I said, I will. And you know what, Kenny, it was too late. So that's the regret that I have. But I know he's in my heart. And I did come to Israel. And we also met with the Prime Minister, Menachem Begin, who was very interested in meeting our family because of the sacrifice we made. Well, that my brother made, and our family gave up our one and only son, brother. So what can I tell you? It's just, it's a heartache, but you know, my brother once told me, I don't know if I'll ever get to be old. I think he had a feeling about, you know, how it would be. He knew that he would have to do something for Israel. He always knew it. He felt it in his heart. And my grandfather was born there, and he was a sixth-generation Jerusalemite. So I have many relatives in Israel. This goes back a long way. So it wasn't just a whim that he was going to go. We have lots of relatives there.
Yeah, so life is short. And I always say I can pass in a second. Like all of a sudden you found out your brother had passed. So Sharon prepared a song to love you and Daniel today.
Thank you, Sharon.
My pleasure. May you never know such deep pain, and this is in his memory. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Well, Daniel says it's the best place that he has ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, Daniel, my brother, you are younger than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel, my brother, you are younger than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel, he's waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss you so much.
Yes, I do. I noticed it right away.
So I am so happy to have been able to sing that, and I learned it for you yesterday, just FYI.
Thank you. Couldn't have done better for me.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being on the Florida Love Show, to love you and love Daniel and your whole family and just love the world.
Thank you so much, Kenny, and I appreciate you having me here. And I look forward to a friendship with you. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
It's a
wonderful
beautiful
to
thing.
meet you. And thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sharon.
Mwah.
We loved having you. You were
Mwah.
awesome.
Thank you.
Love you, love you, love you.
Love you too.
Mwah. So everybody, I want to introduce you to my next guest, who is a singer and a dancer and a performer, and she's going to debut her newest song. So I want to introduce you to Judi Love. Hi, Judi.
Hi, Kenny. Kenny, my name is Judi Mark, but today for you, I'll be Judi Love. I can't believe you're doing this wonderful thing. It's a real mitzvah for everybody.
I love you, love you, love you, Judi.
Love you back.
Yeah. So I want to show everybody the video of all your performing and how amazing you are. You're just so incredible. So please play the video of Judi performing.
Everybody believes that trouble won't stay if you shake it away. When they hold a revival way down south, everybody with cares and troubles their day tries to shake it away, shaking the blues away, unhappy news away. If you are blue, it's easy to shake off your cares and troubles. Tell them the blues to go, they may refuse to go, but as a rule they'll go if you shake them away. Do like the voodoo do, listening to a voodoo melody. They shake their bodies so to and fro with every shake, a lucky shake. Remember there's a way to shake your cares away. If you lose your weary blues, shake them away.
So Judi, where was that?
That was at the Madison Theater at Malloy College in Rockville Center, New York.
Long Island, where I grew up in Great Neck. I love it.
Yes, it was great. Catherine Crosby was in the show. Bruce Biter was the director. And it was a wonderful cast of multi-generational people. And the music was, the name of the show was The Melody Lingers On.
Beautiful. So today you're going to be debuting a song that you're going to sing for us now.
Yes, this song is called Only a Fool Breaks Her Own Heart. But it used to be called Only a Fool Breaks His Own Heart. Norman Bergen is the arranger and composer of the music, and it's been played, it has first of all, it's been translated into 5 different languages. Let me get these facts straight here. There's more than 100 recordings all over the world, including Sir Tom Jones. And I am the first American female to ever record it. I'm thrilled. Beautiful. Translated into 5 different languages, millions of YouTube views. The original version was sung by Arthur Prysock, well-known jazz singer in the 60s. It got easy listening airplay in the U.S. next to Sinatra and Tony Bennett.
Wow.
Why do I keep fooling myself when I know you love someone else? Only a fool breaks her own heart. I pretend that I don't see when you walk with her down the street. Only a fool breaks her own heart. I have to admit it, even though you hurt me so, boy, I can't forget it. If I were strong, I'd let you go. It's no use trying to hang on to a love that's already gone. Only a fool breaks her own heart. I have to admit it, even though you hurt me so, boy, I can't forget it. If I were strong, I'd let you go. It's no use trying to hang on to a love already gone. Only a fool breaks her own heart. Only a fool breaks her own heart. Only a fool breaks her own heart.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Judi. So also, Judi, you're going to debut your newest dance superstar hit, which I fell in love with, and I'm going to get to dance with Judi now.
Well, let me tell you about this. Oh,
Yeah,
you want to go right
sure.
into it?
No,
Oh,
no.
well, whatever you want. First,
No,
second.
please tell us. Please tell us.
Okay, this is an original song. Norman Bergen asked me if I could write lyrics, and I said, I don't know, let me try. So I got the opportunity to write my story of being a dancer in New York City. It's a very passionate thing that I have for dance. That's how I made my living, and that's what I really love. So when you listen to the lyrics, you'll be listening to my life, and I hope you enjoy it.
Great. So let's dance.
Breathing through my troubles, trying to be smart, living with another, passion in my heart, partners come and go, always with a twirl. Boy, it's not so easy being a dancing girl, dancing, dancing, dancing in the street. Music is my roots, rhythm is my beat. Dance through darkness, cutting like a knife. Dancing to the lights, dancing for my life. My body is my temple, living in my feet, pounding pavement in the city. Who cares about the heat? Marching to a drummer, rhythm in the seat. Expression is my driver, passion is my treat. You're living in a fantasy, but life is not a dream. Rolling, reaching, jumping, sighing, sometimes I wanna scream. All I am is what I am, so how can I complain? My body at work is my body at work, it's so hard to explain. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing, all I have is time. Never-ending search, never-ending climb. Dance through darkness, cutting like a knife. Dancing to the lights, dancing all my life. Dancing, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Dancing all my life.
Okay. Thank you. So that's your new single that's going to be out shortly.
Right.
Great. I love, when I first heard it, I was dancing in the car.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we still live here?
Yes, we are. So how do
Okay,
people, people reach you to find out more?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Super.
How do people reach you to find out more?
Well, probably by the end of this week or next, it will be posted on YouTube. And you can reach me by joining my mailing list. That's one way. It's judymark.com, JUDIMARK.com. And I'll tell you, Kenny, I'll tell you when it's out, and maybe you'll announce it so
Sure.
people will know. And let's see, is there another way to do it? I could make some phone calls, but
But also you have Facebook, you have YouTube.
right, Facebook and yes, thank you. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. I think I have everything. So you can look on my pages. Let's be friends. Let's spread the love. And I look forward to knowing all of you one way or another.
Great. So I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today and debuting Dancing, which is incredible. I mean, I'm in love with it.
Oh, that makes me feel so good. I really, that is great. Yeah, I think Norman did a fantastic job with the music, and the few other people that helped me along the way. The Freddie Breitberg, my childhood friend from Chicago, who was the
master engineer on the project. Phil Hinton put together the track for me. He lives down here. And it was a very exciting process. And I hope to do more and more and more.
More. And we only live once, and we only have life is short. So I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for being on the Florida Love Show. I want to thank all you lovers for watching the Florida Love Show today, being with Judi and being with Sharon and being with Sharon. I love you all. So go out and love everyone for Valentine's Day. And again, we love you all.
We love you all.
We love you all.
And thank you, Jeffrey Weinstein.
Thank you, Jeffrey Weinstein. Love you.
Our manager.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken at florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.